Glenn Beck did, I know, here we go, right? Did a little ode to Barack Obama on his birthday. It was far too long. It stretched on, and his whole thing was how Barack Obama is a communist, right? He literally said communist over 10 times, okay? And he kept referring to his communist friends, communist this, communist that. It was unbelievable, like really. I'm stunned by it. But the beginning part of this little ode to Obama even struck me as particularly more heinous. So we're just going to give you a small clip of it here. It's and he's going to go into the communist angle, but see if you get as uncomfortable as I did with what seems to be a significant racial undertones to the beginning of this. Clip number 4.
Story of Barack Obama. It starts with his parents, Ann Dunham and Barack Obama Sr. Oh, sure. Sure, it begins like any other classic American love story when these two lovebirds met while taking a Russian language class. How many of our parents met there taking Russian back in 1960 at the height of the Cold War? Oh, I just can't count the numbers that met that way. Then by 1961, they were married. And later that very same year, Barack Obama Jr. was born. President Obama so movingly told this story during a speech commemorating the anniversary of the Civil Rights March in Selma.
But something stirring across the country because of what happened in Selma, Alabama, because some folks are willing to march across a bridge. And so they got together and Barack Obama Jr. was born.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't that march happen in 1965? No. Pay no attention to the details. Sure, he was born in 1961, but we're going to cut him some slack today because today is his birthday. Oh, when little Barack Jr. was still 3 years old, still 1 year shy of the actual march in Selma, his parents divorced. Dad moved to Kenya and Mom married an Indonesian man. From ages 6 to 10, Barack Jr. attended school in Jakarta. Now, at the age of 10, living with his grandparents back in Hawaii, young Barack learned that, well, he needed somebody to watch over him. He was yearning for a father figure. He eventually gravitated towards a family friend named Frank. Sure, some would point out that Frank was also known as Frank Marshall Davis, a guy who had a really thick FBI file. Sure, but he would become his childhood mentor. Frank happened to be a communist. The good news is, Mom already spoke Russian, so they could just talk for hours.
So, first off, a couple of references to Kenya. His dad was Kenyan, went back to Kenya. The thing that bothered me, I know it's so subtle, and I hope I'm making too much of it, the way he pronounced things, and he married an Indonesian man and went to Jakarta. Even the way he said Hawaii, as if it was foreign. Like this foreign man whose mom spoke Russian. Who took Russian back then? Our top agents did, because we were in the middle of the Cold War. Some of the smartest people in the country took Russian back then because it made all the sense in the world to learn what, the other superpower in the world was speaking. All right. Oh, a classic American love story of this white, well, she didn't say white. Now, let's be fair, okay? Of this woman married to a Kenyan man. Look, the communist stuff is so pathetically stupid. He went on and on about it for the next 8 minutes, and he made 2 different references to Colombia, which we'll get to a little later. Like, who goes to Colombia? Commies, right? But the race thing bothered me more. Now, it's a really legitimate question if I'm reading too much into it. And I want to ask these guys, you know what? In fact, I want to ask you guys too. And I want to do a TYT poll on this. Okay, we'll put it up on the website in a little bit at theyoungturks.com. Did you sense a racial component in this Glenn Beck clip, or did you not? I think it's legitimate to say you didn't. I'm curious, guys. Did you sense him kind of like, this is not a real American? Look at this commie foreigner.
I sense it all the time, but I think I'm willing to admit I think I assumed so from the beginning, just because we watched what happened during the campaign, the lead up to it, and all the hate that was over the top, and it still happens every day, just because of the fact that he's a black dude, actually a biracial guy. So since we keep going over that every time, I automatically go into it that way because I know the mindset of so many people in the country about it. So every time they do, I think it's already there. And they know it's there. So then you just go and feed off that little bit of seed that's always growing. A lot of people who dislike that.
No, Jared's making a good point here because it's not just about how we view it, and it might be partly how we view it. It's also, we've seen Glenn Beck do this over and over again, and we've seen Rush Limbaugh do it, and we've run the clips, and all these little subtle digs and one after another. It's not in no context at all. Within that, if this was the first thing Glenn Beck ever did, I'd say, well, there was something weird that struck my gut there, but I'll leave it be. But on top of everything else, I begin to think like he's trying to paint, it's not a black and a white thing as much in my mind as it is, this guy's not one of us. He's a foreigner.
And that's how people generally think. And like if they, as you've had a similar kind of analogy before, when they would bash Clinton, I don't know, maybe I wasn't listening so close to 1992 when I was 12 years old, but I don't know if they would have done a piece where they run, and look where Bill Clinton came from. And I know he's Arkansas, he's born and raised in Arkansas. I don't know much about his whole far background, but he's a Southern dude. So do they play like the ding 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 and show dudes with like straw coming out of their mouth and say these aren't real Americans? Bill Clinton's an idiot because we are going to have these stereotypes that all people that are stupid come from the South. No, they go and say that the South is the heartland of America. This is the way people will breathe. These are real Americans. It's just all the way you pose things. So when you pose it as this guy is from Kenya, he went to a school in Jakarta, and he went to Hawaii. It's just annoying, and you know what they're doing. It's not even that subtle anymore. It's just a matter of not having to say it.
You know what put me over the top was the way he pronounced Hawaii. It might be a silly thing, but it just got under my skin. Hawaii. Yeah, all right, I got it, Glenn. Okay, you're more American than Hawaiians. God, that makes me angry. So, and I think Jared's exactly right, because Bill Clinton came from a place called Hope. Hope, Arkansas. They say he murdered people. Okay, I remember Roger Ailes, the guy who runs Fox News Channel, running a different cable news channel where the only ads they ran basically were, did Bill Clinton kill Vince Foster? They were selling these ridiculous conspiracy tapes about them, okay? So it's not like they were going soft on Bill Clinton, but they never questioned whether he was American because he was from Hope, Arkansas.